Hello, I'm the Mad Reviewer. It isn't shit till I review it. And today I am reviewing Cartoon Network. This is gonna be a tough one, since what they mostly showed was classic shows, like Tom and Jerry, Scooby-Doo, the works. Now, eventually, they ended up making their own shows. And the few I'm gonna be talking about is Cow and Chicken, Dexter's Laboratory, and possibly some others if I have any time. Let's start with the first one, Dexter's Laboratory. Now, tons of people watched this show as a kid. I was such a fucking idiot on the show that I actually bought the PlayStation 1 game. God, I wish I had it back. But Dexter's Laboratory was actually a good show. It had some funniness on it, and I give it credit. Actually, it was pretty entertaining compared to the stuff that was seen on Nickelodeon at the time. But Nickelodeon went on its knees and got some good shows in the early 2000s as well. But that's when they started to go downhill. Now, Dexter's Laboratory is considered a classic for me. I think it's considered a classic for everyone. But I only have to say this. Why can't Cartoon Network make this again? I mean, sure, the newer seasons were crap, but who cares? Remember the 90s seasons? They were so much better. And they didn't have kid-friendly plaster all over them. It was for kids. You didn't have to put kid-friendly stuff all over it. If it's for kids, it's for kids. You have to take risks. And that's what Dexter's Laboratory did. But not as much risks as Cow and Chicken did. Now, Cow and Chicken. This is a perfect classic. It's basically like Ren and Stimpy, just a Cartoon Network version. It had the funniness that it had, and it also had the grossed out humor. It was also pretty vulgar sometimes. It was basically a Cartoon Network version of Ren and Stimpy. So, yeah, I'd have to give it that credit. The next review I'm gonna do, I actually have time for. And this time, I'm gonna do the movie versions of Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network Theater. Cartoon Network Theater is when they usually show a kid a movie that's associated with Cartoon Network. This is the equivalent to the flicks on Cartoon Network now. More like the fucks. I know, but basically, the ones that I saw was the Dexter's Laboratory one, Ego Trip, and I remember seeing some Pokemon movies. As you know, I was a huge Pokemon fan, as you can see in my other video. But, really, as Cartoon Network got older, their movies started to stink. Now, let's talk about Toonami. Toonami, what do I have to say? When you think of Toonami, who do you think of? Of course, Tom the Robot. But there was a time where Tom wasn't around, and that was Moltar. Now, he hosted the show a while, and then he was replaced with Tom 1. Now, everyone remembers every single Tom. I mean, it's impossible not to know. But my favorite would have to be Tom 3. Probably the most badass Tom out there. Now, I know many people are saying, why aren't you including Tom 1 and 2? Well, I still have to do that. Now, Tom 1 was basically a little small robot. Tom 2 was a bigger version with more improved upgrades and a little bit cooler. Tom 3, however, was a huge upgrade. Not only did he change his color, he changed his attitude. And it was awesome. Oh, sorry, I just burped. Excuse me. Okay. Tom 4. What do I have to say? When Tom 4 came out, Toonami was going down the sharks. Just like Cartoon Network was going. The only thing they were showing were anime shows now, not Cartoon Network originals. Probably closest to original I could possibly find on there was Samurai Jack, which I have to admit was a pretty good show back then. But then, when they took all the good shows out and just left Naruto there, and they changed Toonami's schedule, I was sad. I mean, come on. Naruto wasn't the same anymore. I gave Naruto a chance, and I was pretty much addicted to it. But I'm not really addicted to it anymore. I feel that it's getting boring and trying to focus on a plot that's trying to be depressing and not depressing. Now, before all your Naruto fans yell at me, I'll just give you this. I tried to watch it. I tried. I mean, the first 10 or 20 episodes I watched, it was a pretty good show. But then when the new season came on, I didn't like it anymore. So, I guess you pretty much say that Toonami was going down the sharks when they showed the new season of Naruto. And they changed the schedule, not from 7 to 11, but from 9 to 11. That took away 2 precious hours of Toonami. 2 precious hours that could have been with classic shows. They replaced it with some dumb movie that no one gives a fuck about. And possibly replaced it. And most of the schedule for Toonami was Naruto. I mean, come on, Naruto's getting old now. I used to like it, but now I don't. Cartoon Network's going down the sharks a lot. Oh, no. On contraire, when you thought Toonami couldn't get worse, they shot the worst. In September 2008, Toonami announced that they wouldn't be on the air anymore. Sorry for cutting the nuts out of my childhood. I mean, come on, I used to watch Toonami every weekend night when it was on the weekend night. And I watch it on Saturday when it was on Saturday. I mean, I watch it all the time. Don't kill my childhood. You're just killing me. And when you think it couldn't get worse, oh no. What ended up happening was they ended up putting cartoon reality shows to go against the reality shows that Nick was creating. Now, I have to say, some of the reality shows like Drake and Josh and SC Classified are actually pretty good. They have some funny parts, some fucking retarded parts. But Cartoon Network reality shows had all one thing in common. They sucked. Oh god, they sucked. It all started with the movie Reanimated. Now, I saw it, and there was a cartoon contest that you were supposed to call a number that came up on the screen, and they'd give you $1 million. Now, I was so happy because I wanted $1 million. I'm like, oh my god, I'd be a millionaire. So I called it like crazy, and they never picked up. It always said the servers were busy. And I had it on speed dial. Speed dial. So yeah, that's the Cartoon Network. They also had Total Drama Island in 16. I don't think that's a real show, but they're cartoons that fucking suck. Bottom line, Cartoon Network sucks now. They will never be the same as they used to be. Now, remember the good old days when Cartoon Network didn't suck? Well, that's all flushed down the toilet now because Cartoon doesn't give 2 fucks about us anymore. They want to give kids who are mentally retarded a chance. Well, what about the regular kids? Kids these days need good shows. In Cartoon Network, you're ruining TV. You're ruining TV for everyone. Me and kids. Bottom line, Cartoon Network sucks.